with that will give us multiplayer finally. I wanted to jump on and broadcast some about 200 hours in. And so they have added a story since then, some minor spoilers if you're actually interested in the sort of story of the universe that they've crafted. But for the most part, I'm going to show you the basics. Alright. I am currently on a space station. That is my ship. I've named it Starbuck. You can actually go in and name your spaceship anything. The basic controls. So this is where your log and everything else is. Discoveries. This is one of the things that I've spent a lot of time on the game on. Is I've explored planets. Each of these is a solar system. This is a planet underneath the solar system that I've explored. The difference between the yellow dots and the clear dots means I've uploaded them to the galactic database, which means that anyone else that ever finds them will see that I've discovered the planet. Now, if you look at this planet, I have discovered the 5 primary species on that planet. There are variants, there are other species, but when you land on a planet, it decides, based on environment and size and everything like that, how many animals there are. You can name these as well, but I've just sort of thrown it down. Here you see the information about the planet. The weather is overly warm. Sentinels, which, if you haven't played the game before, the Sentinels are, I guess, your primary enemy. They're automated robots that come in a variety of forms. The basic is a sort of hover cam, all the way up to like Star Wars style 4-legged walkers. Flora ample and fauna medium. So I found the 5 primary species on that. You can also upload various fauna that you find, flora, and you get credits, you get money every time you do this, as well as different waypoints. As you see here, I have it, so I can choose to rename this and upload, or just upload. And when I upload it, I get credits. So, let's go out. Let's get my ship. And we're going to leave the space station. I'm going to take you out into the solar system and let you look at it. Alright, so this is the inside of my spaceship. The heads-up display shows you from left to right your current speed, the name of the solar system you're in, and it has my gamer tag. Above that is my ship and the name of it, the shield status. The blue circle is sort of my sonar, my radar. As I move around, you see objects in space move around. So that is a freighter flotilla. If you're pirate-minded, you can go in and attack those. I'm currently just floating around in this asteroid field. And the bottom right corner there shows you what weapon I currently have equipped, which is my photon cannon, and if it's overheating. So this is space, at least the solar system. That is the space station we just left. Every solar system will have at least a space station, and while I have encountered solar systems with only one planet, there are also lots of these asteroid fields floating around. As you see here, my radial is changing. It's because I'm cycling through my weapons. Photon cannon, my ballista, and it's my phase beam. It's also my mining laser. I can use any of them to mine. Alright, so you see there I've collected iron. There's iron again. Unfortunately, currently there's not really a way to iron, and thanium is the most prevalent, the most common, though you can get rare ores. And let's talk about inventory. So here you see the inventory of my ship, and here's the inventory of my person. So here you have, you'll notice the different colors. These indicate what they are. Reds are isotopes, and isotopes usually power things like your weapons. Yellows are oxides, they power your shields. And then you have silicants, which are used to power various upgrades. Some things that, anything that you look at here, you see that it's single stack. It's something I've either built or I've gotten as a reward. It's either a component for building a further upgrade, or it's just vendor. Harvested agricultural substance, you can actually create a farm. So you can have Farmville in space if you want. Most of the components are worth either lots of money, or they can be used to make specific upgrades. And then the greens, these tealish colors, are neutral elements. They're worth just tons of money. Aluminum, and iridium. Ah, okay, so you're gonna get to see space battle. Because I have something valuable in my cargo hold. The AI detected it, and they're going to send pirates after me. I now get to fight these pirates. Fair warning, I'm actually pretty bad at this. I play on the PS4, so it's a little more difficult for me to track in space. I'm not quite this bad at it in ground combat, but that's part of the reason I built the ballista. The ballista is just such a ridiculously powerful weapon. As you see up in the left-hand corner there, the line represents my shields. As it goes down, they can actually do damage to my actual ship. Each ship is basically a hit, or each ship icon is basically a hit point of my ship. And in the event that they all go down, they've destroyed me. You can, by push down on the D-pad, recharge your shields mid-fight. So there you go. Two ships, they weren't particularly good. And those canisters that are spinning towards me are the loot. As I fly up, I'll pick them up. Standing with Gek. Gek is one of the 3 alien life forms you find. So, those pirates are apparently an enemy of the Gek. So that's messing around in space. I don't want to make this video super long, so I'm going to hit this planet down here real quick. If you look there, it says unknown planet. It means I haven't discovered it. So I can scan it, and it'll give me an idea. Star bulbs is a purple agricultural item that's on there. Gold and nickel. Gold is one of the more valuable neutral elements. Emerald is the most valuable currently on the market. Nickel is a slightly less valuable neutral one, but it's worth a lot when you're building up initially. And then Iridium is the silicon that's available. And nearly every planet has huge resources of carbon and iron, because most planets are made up of carbon and iron. Now I've engaged the pulse engine, which will allow me to fly there. I'll arrive there currently in 27 seconds. Let me drop out real quick. As you see there, it's now going up, arriving in 6 minutes. If I drop further down, I'll arrive in an hour and a half. So, times in this are very real, and early on in the game, that was an issue, because you would have to walk back to your ship. So you've spent an hour exploring, you now have got to spend an hour backtracking. They've since added a few different ways. You can find buildings and call your ship to them, or you can build a beacon, which will bring your ship to you. And once you've colonized a planet, you can colonize a single planet, make it your home base, basically. You can build ground craft. In the ground craft, there are 3 types that have various abilities. So I'm coming into the atmosphere here. I'm going to find a nice place to land. It all looks pretty flat, so we'll just push this and land. I'm going to hop out, and And when I hop out, in the bottom left-hand corner, it's going to immediately tell you what it knows about the planet. The weather, occasional scalding cloudbursts. The sentinels are hostiles. Yeah, see, immediately a sentinel picked me up. So that's a sentinel drone. Now, as you see, killing him gives me stuff. And then he drops this little canister of debris. Alright. So I've got this planet here. Oh. That noise is another sentinel coming. Let's go ahead and kill him before he has the chance to... The thing you see is called my multi-tool. That can be loaded with various weapon assortments, but it's also your mining laser. Alright. So this is a pretty nice planet. As you can see, it's not causing me any damage. Some planets are toxic or really cold. I hear noise again beyond the sentinel. All these little diamonds that you're seeing means that I've set off my scanner and it's telling me that there are resources that I can pick up. Try to get away from the sentinel again. You don't have an unlimited run. You can run in bursts before you get tired. So that's a cool looking rock. Now, you can also use your actual scanner. And having scanned that rock, I've discovered that mining it gives me iron, but there's also small sources of plutonium. And plutonium is a great energy source. And here we have a damaged container. You'll find these throughout different places on the planet. Opening them give you items that are worth things to the various aliens. This is my scanner. It's if you put the radial on something, it scans minerals or even flowers, or, you know, flora and fauna. So I am deeply being harassed by these sentinels. Usually when the sentinels are this aggressive, it means that there's something really valuable on the planet. Now, sometimes they're graviton balls or aquaspheres, just things that you can find naturally occurring on the planet. If I get out of the open, I'm going to go in this cave over here, and I can get away from the sentinels. Now, another good thing about natural caves is that as you find them, they'll also protect you from the elements. On this planet, we don't have to worry about that. The icon down here in the right corner that looks like a shield that's red means my inventory is full. But I can go over here and I can transfer a lot of it over to my ship. So I have the option to move to my starship, my exosuit, or my freighter. You start the game with one ship, but as you acquire credits and resources, you can eventually get a freighter, and with a freighter you can have up to 9 ships. And a freighter will actually give you additional inventory slots as well. Here's my ship. You see that I have my general inventory and my technology inventory, my multi-tool, and the freighter. And that sound means that the guys found me again. Alright, so what you saw me use right there was a grenade attachment that I have on my multi-tool. Currently on my multi-tool I just have a weapon, a grenade attachment, and the mining laser. Alright. Being that I'm being harassed tremendously by these guys, I'm going to run over here and jump in my ship. Also, I'm pushing up to about the 15-minute mark. As you can see, it's real easy to just lose time in this game. So I'm going to cut it off here real soon. My multi-tool, I can build all my inventories and such here. So I'm going to end then my freighter, which has a higher. So I'm going to cut it off here. But I'd like to make further these videos, just because there's so much cool stuff. that is available in No Man's Sky. It's gotten a lot of bad sort of reputation based on how it was launched and all the problems surrounding it and what was promised versus what was delivered. But I've always loved this game, and I'm hoping that with the multiplayer we'll see a lot more people out there playing and enjoying it as much as I have. So I'm going to end it here, but in the meantime, I will hopefully put up more videos, a little more focused than this one, to show the people all the options and things that you can do in this game.